can be a better quality video. Or shittier, depending on how you see it. It could be good or not. At least I'm not using my webcam this time. I hate having long hair. So, I've come to the conclusion that we're screwed. And this is why I say we're screwed. Quarantine, martial law, all that good stuff. Flu shots, and, you know, I mean, I saw a picture of a Yorkie with a fucking mask on. That should tell you everything. Anyways, point of it is that we're screwed. No matter what, no matter how you see it, no matter where you are, we are screwed. But then again, they say the same thing about the whole Ebola thing, and I don't even know how many cases that was. Whatever. You know, I don't know math. Okay? I'm a high school dropout. Aren't most YouTubers that though? Like, aren't they like most of them dropouts? Anyways, back to what I was saying before I rudely interrupted myself with my lack of knowledge of anything. Yeah, I just took a shower because I did a workout, which it doesn't really, I mean, of course I did a workout because, ew, like I said before, but, I don't know, I just, in Puerto Rico, there's a lot of old people here. Like, you would be surprised. This is like old people central, and that's probably why my parents are so scared, because a lot of old people are getting the disease. Because a lot of old people are stubborn and they don't give a shit about anything, and they won't get a flu shot, and they won't do a bunch of other things. Like my grandfather, who is a bigger hermit than me, if anyone could believe it, even though you wouldn't know unless you know me, then that's different, but that's a different story. I'm a huge hermit crab. And my grandfather is just as bad, if not worse. He refuses to go anywhere. And if he is gonna go somewhere, damn it, he's gonna go dressed to the fold. Like, even if he's gonna go to the freaking marketplace, he dresses up nice. Because he never goes out. And I get it, because I kind of have the same kind of logic of, you know, I don't go out, so why do I care how I look? But then again, when I go out, I don't really, you know, I don't really give a shit. I'll just put on a t-shirt, some leggings. One time I went out in my pajamas and I don't give a shit. My grandmother got so mad. She hates it. She's so old school. She hates how, like, nonchalant I am. But it's just like, is that even the right, whatever. But the point is, I'm very much like, I'm very low maintenance. I can be high maintenance if I wanted to. Like, and I could do it good. But, you know, I'm not trying to impress anybody. And I don't think right now is the time to impress anyone. I mean, could you imagine? Just like imagine this. Dressed up to the, like to the nines, like having your hair done, being all nicely dressed, having it all look good. You meet this nice guy, everything goes great. Y'all hook up and do not so appropriate things. And then you go home, you chilling, you fine, and then all of a sudden, I'm good. I'm good on that. I mean, I cough sometimes, and that's because, you know, I smoke cannabis. Well, vape it. Sometimes I drink it. I prefer the edibles, of course I do. But, no, but, like, for some reason, because I'm I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. But for some reason, even when I was smoking cigarettes, I never learned how to do it the right way. Like, it never went in my lungs. So, like, when it comes to Mary Jane, whenever I do that, it's like it's not even doing anything because I'm not letting it get to my lungs for some reason. I've never been able to do it. So when I do edibles, I don't got a choice. It's already in there, so that's probably why I used to love, because I used to love um, taking pills. I used to love doing that. I mean, I used to take care of my dad, right? And my daddy has a lot of issues. He's diabetic. He has a back issue. I think a spinal stenosis. Spinal stenosis. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, that's what it should be called, I think. But they give him medications for that, and I'm not gonna lie, I used to take them, and it was really bad for me. I mean, one time my mom caught me, right, and she was so heartbroken. She was so angry too. And as for like, when my dad realized what was going on, it's not so much that he was upset, and it's not that he expected it. It's just that he expected better from me. I felt it, He expected better from me. He expected me to like not want to do it. But it's like, for me, it's hard to just be sober. I don't know why. It just is. And I tried to explain that to like a psychologist, because I see a psychologist, I see a psychiatrist, I see my primary doctor. They all think I'm cuckoo, but that's fine. Totally cool, I miss my family, especially like with all this crazy shit. And my dad, he's like, I know my dad's freaking out because I'm not near him, and he always has to be the protector. He always has to make sure that his kids are fine, especially me, because like I was, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably my dad's favorite kid, but I mean, and I feel bad, but at the same time, I gotta think about, I do stupid shit when people don't pay attention. That's probably why I'm doing this YouTube, so that like I can have somebody pay attention, because I feel so lonely all the time. And yeah, I feel so lonely all the time. Even when I was with my parents and my brother, he had his thing with the video games. My mother, she had her thing with the animals. My father had his thing with himself, and I can't really explain what goes on in my mind, because a lot of messed up stuff goes on up here, and I don't know how to explain it to people. Like, I just don't. And then there's certain times that I don't even know it, right? A couple of times here, I fell. And my grandfather saw me. He almost, that poor man. At least this is what they told me, because I don't know. I mean, I know about this one time where I tried to fly. But we have a Rottweiler who's, she a trouble. But she's not only a trouble, no. She's a Dino, like Dino from the Flintstones. Like, if she loves you and she sees you, and then she tackles you, right? And so my grandfather told me that I ran out the house in the back looking for my brother, looking for my parents, making sure they were okay. And that I was about to jump off, because, okay, like, the back of the house, it's kind of like, this is all cement, right? And then it's kind of like a cliff, because when you look down, it's like a little forest pretty much back there. But had I jumped, I would have busted so many things. However, Naya, our dog, she saw us. She saw me, apparently. Like, this is all stuff my grandfather is telling me. She saw me, tackled me. I woke up. I woke up with a Rottweiler in my face. I didn't know how I got there. I didn't know what I was doing, but whatever. Anyways, I know that when I was living with my parents, that happened a few times too. I had a cousin named Michael, right? Okay, so I was sleeping. And this is what he told me. He was playing video games with my brother. And I ran out of my room, left the door open. But back then, in that room, I had a Rottweiler sleeping with me. And it was a really big, mean, beautiful. God, Rocky was so gorgeous. I love him. He was like the most beautiful Rottweiler in the world. I can't even. And he always had a puppy face. Even in his old age, he had a puppy face. Anyways, point is, left the door open, which I'm not supposed to do. Rocky, he liked to cuddle when he slept, and I like to, I'm a big cuddler when it comes to dogs and cats. Pretty much. And anyways, so my cousin, he told me that I bolted out the room. And I tried to open the door. Thank God it was locked. But he saw me running and he kind of grabbed me. I woke up to my cousin holding me like this. And I was freaking out because, oh my God, this is like, and my cousin's huge. I mean, but he is like the sweetest thing in the world. I can't, like, if I ever saw him again, I'd give him the biggest hug. He is like a giant sweetie pie, like a huge bear, okay? But keep in mind, I'm a woman, and I just woke up to this man holding me, not remembering the fact that this is my cousin. And then I woke up, like I kind of snapped out of it, and I realized who was holding me, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? He told me I tried to escape. And luckily, Rocky, he was totally cool with him. No, not totally cool. He just kind of like, he kind of like said, hey, you're right to be around. That's fine. It's cool. And in my head, I'm going fucking crazy. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell this makes any fucking sense. And then I'm thinking, how many times did this happen to me? Nobody would know because nobody really paid attention, you know? And I'm not saying that my parents didn't care about me, because like I said, I was like my father's favorite kid. I don't know if I am now, but I was. And but like I said, I don't think anybody, maybe a few people told me that. I know that when I was younger, I used to sleepwalk. I used to hide things, like especially my toys. I remember, like I don't really have a good memory, but I remember I had like this. I used to be obsessed with slime. I don't know why, but you remember those little, they still have them. It's like a little machine. You put a quarter inside, and then something pops out in a little plastic ball. So I would always go for the slime. And that's how much I loved it. I would sleep with it under my pillow, but in the ball. Like, not just slime, but like in the ball. Like, I never really liked to take them out. I just liked how they looked. I don't know. I would wake up. Not only would it not be there, all of my other Barbies wouldn't be there either. But they will all be nicely placed in the living room, along with like my balls of slime. And everyone would be sleeping. I would ask everyone, hey, did you put my stuff here? And they would say no, because everyone was sleeping and had jobs and had things to do the next day, so why would they bother doing that? So it was me. They recorded me one day, and I found out it was me. And I don't know why. That is so weird. So very weird. I still do it if like especially if I'm sober. I'll wake up in the shitter, you know, or I wake up in the living room floor, not knowing why. And I don't even bother asking myself. I just say fuck it, and then I'll just go. You know, it's my life now. This is my life now, so I just have to deal with it. But you know, I am scared for my family. Not really myself, like, cause I mean, if I die, I die. It's not the end of the world. But if my parents or my brother get sick, especially my mom, because if my brother gets sick, he's strong, you know, he can overcome it. My father, he's got all those meds, all those doctors, you know. I get scared for him and my mom the most, because my mom is a chimney smoker, and it's not only that. She doesn't take care of her health. She really, really doesn't. And my father, he gets pneumonia just like that, you know. And this is a respiratory virus, and because my mom is a smoker, and because my father is known to get pneumonia, I'm so scared of their lives, you know. But there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, there's literally like nothing I can do about it. But just hope. I'm hoping that they'll be okay. Like, I'd rather the disease hit me than hit my parents. I remember a couple of years ago, my mom, she got this really fucked up flu. I've never been sick like that before in my life. Not that I can remember. But she had like this flu and it wouldn't go away. And back then I was a smoker too. So she used to come into my room, sick as hell, and would smoke a cigarette and watch a movie with me and leave. And me and Rocky, we would just be in the room sick as fuck. And so, and it kept happening for like a week. I want to say 2 weeks, but I'm going to keep it as a week because I really don't remember that well. But I looked at my mom and I was like, Mom, how's about you don't come into my room for 3 days? I'm not going to smoke for 3 days. And we'll see what happens. And then all of a sudden I was, healed. Not sick anymore. My mom was still sick though because her body can't, like her immune system. I don't think that my mom's immune system is that strong considering she has a very rare blood type too. That's another thing. My mom has a very, very rare blood type that she can give her blood to everyone, but she can only get blood from specific people who have her blood type. That's another thing. It's very scary for my parents. And they didn't even get their flu shots. It terrifies me. But then again, it all terrifies me. They have so many animals. And then on top of that, they have like these two old people who are useless. One who's like really sick and is paralyzed. She tries her best some days, and other days she's just like, fuck it. And then the other one who pretends like he doesn't know anything. Whatever. He's not too healthy either. I mean, for his age, he's pretty healthy. But if something hits him, he's going down. And it's not something that I'm hoping for, because I don't hope it for him either. I mean, those two people, they're my grandparents. From my dad's side. They're not healthy. And this disease is going after the weak. It's going after people who are weak. Do you remember when that happened? Anyways, I got my phone back. That's why the quality is better. My grandmother had my phone for a while. She felt like I needed to stay away from it because I don't really know why, but she felt like I needed to stay away from it because I have a tendency to overreact. Anyways, guys, please keep safe. I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody. I hope that everyone stays safe. Be a hermit like me. Fuck it. Grab what you need and stay home. Okay? Because right now, that's like the best shot you got. Okay. Well, make good choices. Stay safe. Love you all.